we welcome you to the Falcons' Nest for Pennsbury girls basketball as they host the Bensalem Owls here live from the Falcons' Nest. Ben Goldstein, Evan Hartenstein. We hope Will Curtin will be joining us very shortly here on the Pennsbury Athletics Network. And we are just getting ready for the playing of the national anthem here live at Pennsbury High School.
Please rise and remove all hats for the playing of our national anthem.
And here is the national anthem. It's the Falcons, it's the Owls here at the Falcons' Nest. Pennsbury coming into this game 3-3, coming off a big win at Phoenixville on Saturday. 46-26 was the final.
Good evening and welcome to tonight's
a great defensive effort from the Falcons in that game. They held Phoenixville's
the Owls of Bensalem and the Falcons of Pennsbury. The officials for tonight's contest are Kevin Reese, Sam Jackson, and Brian White. Now the starting lineup for the visiting Bensalem Owls. Sophomore, number 20, Sydney Duff. Junior, number 10, Grace McShane. Senior, number 23, Ariana Jenkins. Senior, number 14, Devin Bell. And senior, number 2, Talia DiMichelle. The Owls are coached by Steve Johnson, who's assisted by Andrew Candy, Elena Tiselli, and Tyra Roberts.
And now the Falcons.
And now the starting lineup for your Pennsbury Falcons. Freshman Yardley, number 4, Grace Schaufler. Freshman out of Newtown, number 22, Melissa Thomas. Sophomore out of Yardley, number 21, Sammy Hall. Senior out of Yardley, number 25, Ava Jordan. And senior out of Yardley, number 20, Maggie Burns. Falcons are coached by Frank Ciola, who is assisted by Sean Ryan, Logan Bach, Caitlin Kelly, and Lou Humphrey.
All right, well, it's going to be a good one here at the Falcons' Nest. Bensalem off to kind of a slower start this season. However, the two teams they have lost to both have a combined record of 12-0. So these Owls are battle-tested. Evan, they've gone through a lot so far this year. So have the Falcons, kind of transitioning from the great scoring they've had with their past seniors into kind of a new age of youth movement with Sammy Halls and Alyssa Thomas.
Right. I mean, it's been an adjustment for them to go from the experience they've had with their seniors to having, looks like 5 freshmen on their team already. So they're heavily relying on their underclassmen. And so far, I feel like they've definitely adjusted well, but we'll see how they do against a decent Bensalem team.
Yeah, a ton of freshmen on this Falcon roster as we are getting ready for tip here from the Falcons Nest. Here on the Pennsbury Athletics Network, Ben Goldstein, along with Evan Hartenstein and Will Curtin, as we are underway. As here's DeMichelle back out to Jenkins. Bringing it up, DeMichelle kicks it out to Jenkins for three, doesn't go. Rebound, Hawes, and we are underway. Hawes pulls up from the free throw line and hits. Sammy Hall starting off the scoring with a pull-up jumper from the line. And back up the floor. Here's a pull-up three, doesn't go. Rebound, Burns. It was McShane on that three, so quick shooting for both teams. Pennsbury able to get both rebounds. Here's Alyssa Thomas on the outside. Alyssa Thomas is leading the team. She has 6 points, shooting 30% from the field so far this season. Leads the team in assists with 2.5 per game and 2 steals as well. She's had a lot of production for the Falcons early in this season. Maggie Burns as well has always been kind of a defensive spot. Thomas back out, but Burns having to channel some offense this season. Schaufler out to Ava Jordan, averaging 7.5 points per game. Out to Thomas. Thomas hesitates. Gives it to Burns. Burns swings it out to Ava Jordan. Jordan playing around with it, driving, puts it up in traffic and puts it home. Ava Jordan with the and one.
Great ball movement, finally. Just takes it to the hole, gets the and one.
Pennsbury was moving the ball all around there.
Teams first.
Jordan from the line hits it. Falcons up 5-0 here early in the first quarter. Up the floor come the Owls. Here's Bell with it. Out to McShane. Back to Jenkins. Jenkins driving, laying, underhand, won't go. Rebound, Falcons. Here's a jumper from the line for Sammy Hawes.
That's a 7-0 run for the Falcons.
And a timeout early here by the Owls. As Evan said, 7-0 run to start here for the Falcons, and it's an early timeout call.
30-second timeout.
That's the second wide open look at the top of the key from Hawes.
Yeah, great start for the Falcons. Hawes with 4 early, Jordan with 3. And we've seen a lot of that from those two this season. Sammy Hawes was on varsity last year, didn't get a lot of starting time. Ava Jordan's been more of a defensive, but it's been the storyline throughout this year, throughout all these games, is who is going to step up as the scorer for this Falcons squad, and those two have been carrying a good amount of the load, guys.
Absolutely.
All right, here come the Owls. Jenkins with it. Gives it to McShane. McShane guarded by Schaufler. Schaufler goes down for a moment, gets back up, kicks it out. Top of the wing, Jenkins passes it backwards to Bell. Bell to DeMitchell for 3. It's an air ball, and it'll bounce out of bounds.
It's an early struggle shooting from Bensalem.
Bensalem early 0 for 4 from the field. As Hall's trying to bring it up. Passes it forward to Thomas. Thomas, cross side. Jordan driving, kicks it out. Schaufler. Falcons trying to make something work here. Jordan will chuck up a 3, it won't go. Rebound to Mitchell. First misses field goal of the night for the Falcons. DeMitchell drives and is fouled on her route to the basket, and she seems to be grabbing her wrist after being fouled by Sammy Hawes. So she's in pain. And we'll look at some of these team leaders for the Falcons. We mentioned Alyssa Thomas. We mentioned Ava Jordan. Maggie Burns averaging 5.8 per game, 50% from the field. Sammy Hawes not just scoring 6.5 points per game, but she's also averaging 5 rebounds a game. And, you know, we see a lot of the offense transpiring, but something that's been stable for the Falcons is that airtight defense that not just is always great under Coach Ciola, who's been around forever, of course, but it seems to be getting better and better as the games go on.
So far in the first quarter, we're playing great defense. Owls are yet to score.
Good to see DeMitchell get back up on her feet, walking off on her own power. Went down hard on that foul.
Checking in for the Owls, number 12, Jordan Bell.
Jordan Bell
And
checks
number
in.
4, Mary Beck.
Mary Beck as well. And they'll have to select someone to shoot the 2 for DeMitchell as she's getting checked out in the trainer's room. And this Falcons offense is also improving with each game, so both aspects for the Falcons getting better and better as it goes on. First shot is good from Beck. They're now averaging 37 points per game, allowing just 28. That's a winning. Typically, when you're scoring more than you're allowing, typically that equals success, if my math is correct. All right, here's Maggie Burns bringing it up. Burns has it stripped and taken away. It was by McShane and taken right back by Sammy Hawes. Ava Jordan puts it up and puts it in.
Alyssa Thomas.
Nearly stolen by the Owls, stolen right back from the Falcons. And Alyssa Thomas makes use of it. Her first points of the night. Here's McShane with it at the top of the key. Kicks it out to the wing for Jenkins. Jenkins now towards the corner. Good defense by Schaufler. McShane at the wing. Jordan strips it. Jordan kicks it out to Burns. Top of the key is Thomas with it. Burns back to Thomas. Thomas driving, stopping. Hawes for 3. In and out. Rebound from Bell. Jenkins, top of the key. Beck with it. Back over to Bell. Right back to her sister Bell. A lot of Bells going on in this game so far. Jenkins, hard time getting around Schaufler. Schaufler dominating that matchup so far. Here's McShane down low, puts it up, won't go. Rebound Jordan. Or excuse me, Thomas.
Numbers for the Falcons.
Jordan at the wing. Hollins at the top of the key. You're going to see a lot of ball movement from the Falcons under, of course, the great Frank Ciola's offense. Good ball movement and find your shot down low, or if you're able to take a shot, take it. Hawes finds that lane, puts it up, and puts it in.
Sammy Hawes.
Hawes up to 6 in the quarter with 2 minutes left to go in the first frame. Nearly stolen by Sammy. She's been all over the place so far tonight. Out in the corner is Bell. Over to Jenkins. Schaufler tightly on her. Long or three. Kind of a line drive from Beck. Here's Alyssa Thomas with it at the top of the key. Over to Hawes. Pennsbury rocking their home whites. Bensalem in the black and blue. Thomas, top of the key, looking to make something happen. Kicks it to Jordan. Burns looking to set a pick. Nothing came of it. Schaufler in the corner had the shot, didn't take it. Kicks out Thomas. Corner three. In and out again. Out of bounds off Schaufler and turnover for the Falcons.
Sydney Daunt back in for the Owls. Kira Socha and Emily Pinero in for the
Kira
Falcons.
Socha and Emily Pinero checking in for the Falcons. Jenkins checks out for the Owls. And Adriana Oberto joins the Falcons. Action right near the booth and a foul called on Socha.
Foul on number 42, Kira Socha, her first, team second.
Shai Quenzer checking in for the Falcons.
Shea Quenzer checks in for the Falcons.
11-2 the score, less than a minute left to go in the opening frame. Falcons on top, Bensalem with the ball. Here's Bell looking for McShane. Ball movement all around the world by Bensalem. Quick stop by McShane, picking up her dribble. Here's Bell, shoots from the wing, it's good.
Jordan Bell.
That's the first field goal for Bensalem, and it comes in the last 30 seconds of the quarter. So
First field goal is a three.
Falcons defense has been persistent.
And stolen. McShane does miss the layup though. It's rebounded by Quenzer and a foul called on Bensalem.
Maybe a little bit of frustration after missing the layup led to the foul.
It was a nice steal from McShane.
Thomas back in for the
Alyssa
Falcons.
Thomas checks back in, and
Marley Davis checking in for the Falcons.
Marley Davis as well.
Ariana Jenkins back in for the Owls.
All right, racing is Thomas with 3 seconds to go. Hawes over to Socha. It skips out of bounds off her hands, and that's the end of the first quarter. Falcons lead 11-5. And quick offensive start, guys, for the Pennsbury Falcons.
Absolutely, but it's been the defense really what's shown out for them. Not allowing a single field goal until the final 30 seconds of the first quarter. So if they can keep up this defense, then that's really what's going to make them win this game.
6 points for Hawes in the first quarter. 2 for Thomas, 3 for Jordan. Meanwhile, 2 at the line for Beck and 3 from Bell. The only one field goal in that first quarter for Bensalem. And a lot of those shots they've been taking have not been the nicest looking shots, trying to maybe force something, force a run, and try and get back into this. I mean, it's only a 6-point game, but Falcons feel like they're dominating here early.
Both teams are trying to take their time. Obviously, no shot clock, so pass as much as you like. But Falcons have been doing better offensively thus far.
You're listening to the Pennsbury Athletics Network here on YouTube. Keep up with all of our work on all social media pages, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and if you like what you're listening to, make sure to subscribe. Falcons will check in from mid-court. And we are underway here in the second quarter. Maggie Burns brings up the ball. Over to Ava Jordan. Jordan, the highest scorer in the Phoenixville win on Saturday. Thomas driving, won't go, gets her own miss. Good way to go back up and get that one from Alyssa Thomas. Jordan over to Maggie Burns. Burns pulls up from the free throw line. Can't connect. Rebound, Bensalem. Long, another forced long shot, this time from Beck. Here's another pull-up mid-ranger, and it's good. This one, Sammy Hawes.
Hawes loves that top of the key mid-range jumper. Third time taking it, third time making it.
3 of the 4 field goals from Sammy Hawes coming from that spot. She's feeling it right now from the line. 13-5 your score. Beck, here's a 3. On the way from Bell, and it hits. And a timeout.
3. Timeout, Pennsbury, 30-second timeout.
30-second timeout called by Pennsbury.
And it seems like Bensalem's living and dying by the 3, so might be an adjustment here for Frank Ciola and his squad.
7 3-point attempts, 2 of them connecting for, I almost said the Temple Owls, the Bensalem Owls. Good to see. Tyler Michelle just came back in on the bench for Bensalem. She had 30 points in the last game. It was a blowout win for the Owls at Council Rock North. 30 of those points coming from Tyler Michelle. And she's getting ready to check back in, and she's right next to the scorer's table. Sammy Hawes with it. Over to Burns. Jordan Thomas. Bella Stewart checking in, or has checked in for the Falcons. She's down low. Thomas with it. Looking to get around. Passes it to Sammy Hawes at the close wing. She works her way up to the top of the key. Here's a pass back to the wing for Maggie Burns. Feeds it to Bella Stewart down low. The freshman tries to work. Can't put it up, gets her own miss. Is fouled and puts it in. Bella Stewart gets her miss, puts it back up, and gets to the line.
Bella Stewart, this is her first season back after tearing her ACL twice in her 7th grade season and 8th grade season with William Penn. So it's interesting to see how she's doing at the varsity level.
She's had some success so far for the Falcons as a center coming off the bench. Here's her free throw. It is no good. It was rebounded by DeMichel, who's back in the game. Her pass to Jenkins almost went into the stands, but here's Jenkins driving to the basket, puts up a shot, and it goes, and she is fouled.
Ariana Jenkins and 1.
She worked her way from the far wing, wrapped it around, drove to the basket, worked her way to the cup, got the points, and now looks for an extra one at the line. Looking to make this a 4-point game. Her free throw hits. Burns skips it over to Jordan. Jordan almost made McShane go flying. Here's Stewart over to Jordan. Pressure from Bensalem in the backcourt and here in their defensive area. There's an offensive foul. Or push off by Alyssa Thomas. First turnover of the quarter.
Fouls on number 20, Maggie Burns.
Must have flared
Maggie
her elbow.
Burns.
Grace Schaufler back in for the Falcons.
Yeah, foul on Maggie Burns. Excuse me, I don't. Off ball? I'm not sure. Here's a high arcing 3 by Jenkins. Won't go. Rebound to Mitchell. She puts it up and puts it in. So she's back from her injury. walk by Schaufler.
Seems like the jitters starting to come out. There's 4 freshmen on the court for Pennsbury at the moment. So obviously some jitters.
4 freshmen and a senior. You'll see them. You'll see Coach Ciola roll out a lineup featuring a good amount of seniors. Here's a sprawl for it. Far side. Alyssa Thomas was in there. They're calling it a jump ball. Arrow pointing towards Bensalem.
Jump ball stays with the Owls.
Here's Bell at the top of the key over to Michelle. McShane with the only senior on the court. Jordan finds an open Bell for 3, in and out. Rebound, Jordan. Or Thomas, excuse me. Thomas over to Socha. Socha, Thomas. Bella Stewart in the wing. Back to Jordan. Jordan driving, puts up a layup. Doesn't go. Bensalem quickly back the other way. Michelle wants it, gets it. Works around Socha, passes it out, it's tipped. And Bensalem reacquires it. Socha right there. But they're able to get it back in. McShane, here's a steal and a foul called on Bensalem. Great defense and pressure there by the Falcons.
Fouls on number 10, Grace McShane, her second, team second.
Sammy Halls checks back in for the Falcons, along with Emily Pinero.
Back in for the Owls. Emily Pinero also back in for the Falcons.
Here's Alyssa Thomas bringing it up. Over to Sammy Halls. Halls leading all scorers with 8 so far tonight. Socha to Halls. Halls 3, won't go. Rebound Bell. It's a long 3 from the top of the key from Bell. Won't go. Rebounding, or back with the rebound. Can't put it back up though. Pennsbury takes it back. Jordan driving, laying, misses. Emily Pinero fights for the rebound. Pennsbury getting a lot of second chances tonight on the offensive boards. Jordan, 3 ball, doesn't go. Pinero fighting for it, and they call a foul on Emily Pinero.
Fouls on number 3, Emily Pinero.
Third foul
Team's third.
of the quarter for the Falcons. DeMichelle trying to assort traffic, sets a screen for Jenkins. Kicks it back out to DeMichelle. Coach Steve Johnson trying to call out a play. Ball's kicked away from the Falcons, out of bounds. (15-13) your score. 2 minutes left to go here in quarter number 2. DeMichelle in the corner, out to Dalt. She puts up a shot, doesn't go. Rebound Pinero. Halls. Trying to get around Jenkins. Kicks it to the corner for Emily Pinero. Jordan looking to make a move around Bell. Picks up her dribble, passes it backwards to Thomas, who drives, kicks it to Emily Pinero, who's out on the wing. Halls. Back out to Jordan. Gets by Bell, Out to Socha. Looking for something to do. And a foul called on DiMichele.
Fouls on number 2, Talia DiMichele. Her first, team's third.
Jordan will inbound it. Out to Thomas. DiMichele is a 3-year starter as a junior for the Owls. At their point guard position, she was second all SOL last season. Pinheiro down low.
Emily Pinheiro.
Foul, no shot, is on the floor. Foul was called on McShane
No basket, fouls on the floor.
as Emily Pinheiro was putting up the shot, but they call it on the floor. Coach Ciola trying to do his best to get an explanation from the official on that call. Under a minute left to go here in the half. Socha out to Halls. 3 ball is up, no good, too much. Pinheiro gets the rebound off the boards. Jordan out to Pinheiro. Takes around her defender. Gives it out to Ava Jordan. Jordan trying to get around Bell as best as she can. Is able to speed by her, puts up the layup and puts it in. Jordan puts on the Jets. Able to get by her defender. Here's Jenkins. 10 seconds left in the half. Pause. Tight defense. 5 seconds to go. DiMichele kicks it out. Here's a 3 at the buzzer from Beck, and it's no good. And that'll do it for the first half. Falcons lead 17-13. High energy second quarter, guys, and Falcons remain on top through the first few minutes, first 2 frames.
We saw this Owls offense kind of come alive. First quarter, really struggling to provide any dribble penetration. Once they got that going in the second quarter, it really opened up the 3-point shot. They were able to hit it a few times.
And despite the better offensive quarter for Bensalem, it's still only a 4-point game. It was a 6-point game going into the second quarter. So the offense for Pennsbury has also been persistent. So it's good that they can keep on. It's good if they can keep on their offense consistent.
Yeah, they're making their shots. Bensalem also was starting to heat up in that second quarter. We'll be back with first half scoring and stats right after this. You're listening to the Pennsbury Athletics Sports Network. The Pennsbury Athletic Department would like to thank our sponsors for their continued support. Chick-fil-A on Oxford Valley Road, Jammer Doors, Jones Engineering Associates, Lower Bucks Hospital, Manor Care Health Services of Yardley, Pennsylvania, My Smile Orthodontist, Newtown Dentistry for Kids, Retro Fitness, ShopRite of Yardley, and the U.S. Navy. Let's look at first half scoring. We're playing some Christmas music here at the Falcons' Nest. We'll start with the Falcons. Leading the way in scoring is Sammy Hawes. She had a huge first quarter. 6 followed that up with 2 more for 8 points in the first half. Ava Jordan with 8. Or no, with 6. Ava Jordan with 6 in the first half. Alyssa Thomas with 2, and Bella Stewart with 2 as well. Meanwhile, for the Bensalem Owls, Tyler Michelle, who exited early in the first quarter with an injury, came back, finishes the first half with 2. She scored 30 in the last game against Council-Rock North. 2 early here so far. Mary Beck, the junior for Bensalem, with 2, both of them coming at the line. One of the Bell sisters, this one Jordan Bell, number 12, she has 3. She had the first field goal of the night for Bensalem. Meanwhile, Devin Bell has 3 along with the 3-pointer. And wrapping out the scoring, Ariana Jenkins, the senior, has a 3-pointer. So a lot of 3-pointers coming in for the Falcons, or for the Owls, excuse me. Falcons working down low, a lot of mid-range middies as well. So what have you guys seen so far in this from the first half? If you had one big takeaway, what would it be?
Well, I mean, I would say the Falcons' offense has probably been the most dominant thing in this game. And we've seen Sammy Hawes take 3 shots at the top of the key, wide open. Just let it rain.
She sure is. You're seeing a lot of girls driving as well. Even Jordan's getting down to the basket a good amount tonight. Evan for Bensalem, a little bit of a slower start for them. Obviously, their highest scorer injured in the first half. What would you like to see them do differently in the second half, try and get back out at the Falcons?
Well, I think that they need to stop trying to only chuck up threes, because it seems like they're living and dying by the 3-pointer, as I said earlier. So if they try to get more in the paint and try to work their way down low, might have more success that way. But other than that, the Pennsbury shooting, the Pennsbury finishing, rebounding, it's been, although it's only a 4-point game, it's really been domination.
Yeah, and a lot of that is Pennsbury keeping the Owls on the perimeter, not letting them get down low. They're trying to drive, and they're being forced to take bad shots because, well, there's nowhere they can really go. So that gives a lot to this great Falcon defense that they have been priding themselves in for years, Will. So Pennsbury, after this, they travel to rival Neshaminy on Friday night, so a big one there. The boys will be here at the Falcons' Nest Thursday night against Neshaminy, and then the girls travel out Friday night. And then during the holiday break, Pennsbury will play at the West Windsor Plainsboro South Tournament. They open up with WWPS, who are coached by Zach Coomer, a 2010 Pennsbury graduate who played for Coach Ciola when he was the boys coach here at Pennsbury. It's kind of cool. Zach was part of the school record 60-game league winning streak here. He won 3 league titles, advanced to states all 4 of his seasons, and helped win over 100 games in his career. And also cool, Zach Coomer's brother, Chase, played for Ciola at Conwell Egan and won a state title in 2015. So it'll be kind of cool for Zach to coach against his coach this weekend, or over the holiday break. We want to wish a very happy holiday season to all listening. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy everything, New Year. Our next broadcast will be in 2025. We got another girls game, a few boys games, and a wrestling match we'll be doing here from the Falcons' Nest, so make sure to stay tuned to that. You can follow up on all of that if you subscribe to our YouTube channel here, Pennsbury Athletics, and all on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, with all the athletic interns. We're all over the place, so go follow us there. Evan's big with the interviews. He'll give you some interviews as well.
You know it.
Bensalem last season. This is kind of a revenge game for those who are unaware. Bensalem advanced to districts for the first time in forever last season and ran into Pennsbury in round 1, fell to Pennsbury. So Bensalem could be hungry for some revenge. They're expected to compete for an SML title this season. So could they be looking at some revenge in this second half, try and bite back at those Falcons after what they did to them last year?
They definitely could. We're yet to see that in this first half, but they're still giving it a good effort.
All right, so they're playing a lot of Christmas music here. I need to ask you guys, what is your favorite Christmas song?
My favorite Christmas song, the best Christmas song, is Please Come Home for Christmas by the Eagles.
Oh, wow. Evan?
Yeah, I go Last Christmas, you know, classic.
It's up there. It's good.
I'm big on the Jingle Bell Rock.
All right.
I'm big on that.
Can't go wrong.
Christmas movie.
For me, it's probably Home Alone, the first one.
That's the correct answer. Although two's pretty good too.
I love National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I mean, basically, I with Elf. Will Ferrell.
Yeah, that's a poor answer. You couldn't come up with anything better than Elf?
I mean,
Come on, man. All right. Once again, we want to thank our sponsors for their continued support. Chick-fil-A on Oxford Valley Road, Jammer Doors and Windows, Jones Engineering Associates, Lower Bucks Hospital, Manor Care Health Services of Yardley, Pennsylvania, My Smile Orthodontist, Newtown Dentistry for Kids, Retro Fitness, ShopRite of Yardley, and the U.S. Navy. We're getting ready to go here in the second half. Falcons lead 17-13. And Avon Jordan, fellow Pennsbury athletic intern, will inbound right in front of us, and we're underway here in the second half. Alyssa Thomas gives it to Burns, who will look to drive in, puts up a shot, and it banks it in.
Maggie Burns.
Quick start there for the Falcons. Maggie Burns getting on the board with her first points of the evening. This one's kicked off of McShane. Jordan dives in, and it's a foul on Ava Jordan.
Foul's on number 25, Ava Jordan, her second, team's first.
Jordan's second foul of the night. And here's the Michelle looking to bounce back after not the first half she was looking for, health-wise and point-wise. As she drives towards the basket, kicks it out to McShane. McShane puts up a jumper, won't go. Gets her own miss. Rebound, Jenkins, three, bang. And a foul down low.
Ariana Jenkins for three.
So they'll count the basket. And I'm not sure what they'll do here. Foul was called after the basket. And it looks like officials will talk it over. Foul was after the basket. Evan, you play this sport. What, if you were an official, what would you do in this situation?
I believe since it was after the basket, it should be Pennsbury ball. It looks like it is.
It is Pennsbury ball.
See, I know what I'm talking about.
He's very educated on the hoops.
Thomas, her first, team second.
They still call the foul on Alyssa Thomas. Here's a turnover for the Falcons at a three. By Bell.
Talia
Hits.
Michelle for three.
And just like that,
Pennsbury.
we have a 1-point game and a timeout called by the Falcons.
That full court press from the Owls is starting to heat up. It's a good timeout by Coach Ciola.
See a lot of times with these Falcons is the full court pressure can get to them. It's been apparent for the past few seasons, and You're seeing it here tonight as well. As it looks like Ciola drawing up a way to get around that full court pressure. We are knotted up here at 19 in quarter number 3. We came into this one, Pennsbury dominating, shooting, playing great defense against Bensalem, getting affected here early.
A lot of these points are coming off rebounds, second chance points, so it seems like whoever wins the rebound battle is going to win this ball game.
And make sure you grab your Windex because we're cleaning the glass here at the Falcons' Nest. Sammy Halls will inbound it over to Schaufler. Back to Sammy Halls. She'll try and bring it up. Full court pressure in front of her face. She'll pass it over to Schaufler. And it's a turnover once again off the tip of the fingertips of McShane, and she puts up a layup to take the lead.
That's Bensalem's first lead of the game.
More full court pressure, a 2-1-2 action for Bensalem. Here's Schaufler. Pennsbury finally able to get it into their offensive zone. Maggie Burns puts up a mid-range jumper, won't go. Rebound, fighting for it is Ava Jordan, and Bell, it'll be a jump ball. Arrow favoring the Owls.
Jump ball goes to Bensalem. Number 3, Emily Pinero back in for the Falcons.
Third turnover of the quarter for the Falcons. They're up to 7 on the night. Bensalem, meanwhile, just with 2. All of them coming in the first quarter. You can see how Bensalem's made adjustments after that first quarter and how they've turned it around. Here's Jenkins spinning around Emily Pinero, putting up a jumper, won't go. Rebound by Maggie Burns. Burns takes it all the way and kicks it out to Ava Jordan. Three seniors on this Falcon squad, 2 of them on the floor right now. And here's freshman Alyssa Thomas driving and forcing a foul. And she'll get to the line for 2 shots.
Fouls on number 10, Grace McShane. Her third, team's first.
First foul of the quarter.
Alyssa Thomas at the line.
Thomas makes the first of 2. Second one hits. We're tied back up now at 21. DeMichelle kicks it out. Bell, the high arcing 3, hitting.
Jordan Bell.
Second 3 of the quarter for Jordan Bell. She's up now to 9 points on the night. Pennsbury able to get it over. Pauls, Jordan, 3-ball, hits. Ava Jordan not wasting a wide open 3. Back and forth we go here at Pennsbury High School. Jenkins to Bell, top of the key, kicks it to DeMichelle, driving, kicking out, wide open Jordan Bell, and it goes right by her. Bell had nobody around her, but was unable to pick up the pass from DeMichelle. And she's been hot from 3-point land so far. There's a football pass that'll skip out of bounds off of Jenkins. Maggie Burns very animate that was Pennsbury ball, and she got her wish. Ava Jordan inbounds it with 4 minutes to go here in the third quarter. We're tied up at 24. Jordan to Thomas. Thomas, 3 on the way.
Alyssa Thomas for
Falcons
3.
back up by 3. DeMichelle looking to do something. Tight defense from Ava Jordan. And a timeout called by Bensalem.
It's a 30-second timeout.
30-second timeout called by Steve Johnson. Coach Johnson played basketball at Bensalem and then in college played under Pennsbury alumni Justin Baxter in college. It always seems to tie back to Pennsbury basketball with some of these other coaches. Just shows you the brand of basketball the Falcons have been able to produce over the past however many years. It's Pinero, it's Socha, it's Burns, it's Jordan, and Thomas for the Falcons out on the floor. 3:40 left to go in quarter number 3. And a foul. Maggie Burns came running over on that play. Third foul on the Falcons.
Maggie Burns, her third, team's third.
DeMichelle will inbound. McShane will give it right back to her, and right back to McShane. And Pinero was trying to take a charge there. DeMichelle, mid-range jumper, won't go. Rebounds being fought for, and a foul on the Falcons. On Ava Jordan again.
Fouls on number 25, Ava Jordan. Her third, team's fourth.
Jordan's third foul, 4th for the Falcons. And Grace McShane will inbound for the Falcons. Or for the Owls, excuse me. McShane sets a screen for Jenkins. Jenkins to DeMichelle. Trying to get around Thomas. Sends Thomas slipping. Shot on the way, doesn't go. Rebound by Sammy Hawes. A sick move by DeMichelle, but unable to finish it. Jordan to Thomas at the wing. There's Sammy Hawes at the wing. Pinero, top of the key, dribbling over. Tried to hand it off to Socha. Can't get it to her a couple times, and she'll kick it out to Thomas, and the Falcons will reset. Thomas driving, laying, doesn't go. Pinero trying to get the board. She fights for it, she gets it. She puts it back up, and she puts it back home. Pinero fought for it with her life and was able to get it back. Here is Daut down low, and Sydney Daut is on the board for the first time in this game. Under 2 to go, 29-26. Pennsbury able to now figure out this full court pressure, is moving the ball now. Hawes trying to get to Socha. She keeps it back inbounds, but it's taken over by McShane. DeMichelle gets down low and puts it in.
Talia DeMichelle.
4th turnover of the game for the Falcons results in 2 points for the Owls. Here's Socha with it, bringing it up the floor. Freshman Kira Socha kicks it out to Ava Jordan. Socha. Thomas, Jordan. Ciola calling a new play. Jordan finds a lane, puts up a lay too much. Emily Pinero gets the rebound, kicking it out. Jordan, second chance, bang!
Jordan for three.
Another second chance point for the Falcons. Jordan's second three of the night. 35 seconds left to go. In this second quarter, in the third quarter, here's a three, doesn't go. Socha fighting for it, and she gets the rebound. DeMichelle trying to get back in there. Jump ball called, favors the Falcons, and it's Pennsbury ball.
Stays with the Falcons.
Great effort from Kira Socha, diving all over the place
Jordan Bell back in for the Owls.
to force the Bensalem turnover.
Harley Davis back in for the Falcons.
David Jordan inbounds to Alyssa Thomas. 21 seconds to go here in quarter number 3. Falcons lead it 32-28. It got a little scary early in this third quarter, but Falcons able to take back over. Socha working around Bell, kicks it out for a three from the corner. That was Davis, doesn't go. Rebound by Bensalem. Not much happens after it. And the Falcons lead 32-28 at the end of the third quarter. Well, Bensalem looked like they had something going early in this quarter, but Pennsbury able to lock back in, and after some adjustments from Coach Ciola, they figured out this full court press and have taken this game back over.
Seems like just tempo is what's letting them get out the full court press, just speeding things up. Bensalem looks a little bit caught off guard.
Ben Goldstein, Evan Hardenstein, and Will Curtin.
Facebook, Pennsbury Girls Basketball. Instagram, PSD Girls Basketball.
Here on the Pennsbury Athletics Network. We want to thank our sponsors once again for their continued support of Pennsbury Athletics. Chick-fil-A Oxford on Oxford Valley Road. Jammer Doors, Jones Engineering Associates, Lower Bucks Hospital, Manor Care Health Services of Yardley, PA, My Smile Orthodontist, Newtown Dentistry for Kids, Retro Fitness, ShopRite of Yardley, and the U.S. Navy. We thank them for their continued support of Pennsbury Athletics. Devin Bell will inbound this to Tyler DeMichelle, and we're underway here in the final frame from the Falcons' nest. We're in the final home game of 2024 for the Falcons. There's a layup missed by DeMichelle. Emily Pinero on the rebound. The Falcons will be back in 2025, but hopeful to close out the big 2024 with a big win over Bensalem. Halls over to Socha. Looking to make a move around Bell. Here's Pinero at the wing, dealing with Dalt. Tries to get a move around her. Backs back out, tries to reset, pushes off a little bit. Socha, screened by Pinero. And a pass from Socha to Burns, skips right off of her and out of bounds.
Ariana Jenkins back in for the Owls.
Jenkins checking back in for the Owls. Dalt checks out. And DeMichelle brings it up. 4 points on the night for Tyler DeMichelle, coming off a 30-point night against Council Rock North. Here's a three from the wing, and it hits.
Talia DeMichelle for three.
DeMichelle with a big three to make it a 1-point game here in the fourth quarter. Falcons with quick tempo, but turn it over. It's Bell who tames it. Oh, got caught on Burns' foot. McShane trying to get to the basket, got caught on a foot, missed the layup. Hawes off of Burns' screen. Burns was looking for it. Here's a 3-ball from Sosha. Won't go, a little too much, and a rebound by DiMichele. Bell to McShane. McShane driving, and Pinheiro blocks it. Pinheiro standing tall on McShane, and Falcons take it back. Here's Thomas driving and putting it in. A great block from Emily Pinheiro on one end, and a great drive and score from Alyssa Thomas on the other. Here's a 3 from McShane. It's good.
Grace McShane.
Grace McShane, kind of an awkward, kind of stopped and shot. In mid-stop, slid a little bit, got the 3.
Timeout.
And a timeout called by Pennsbury. Sammy Halls was getting swarmed.
30-second timeout.
Once again, it's just tempo. The slower that they are in the press, the easier it is for Bensalem to pick them up. But if they speed it up a little bit like they have been doing, then they can break out of it.
2 threes in the quarter, and it's been from the 2 highest scorers on this Bensalem team. Grace McShane and Tyler DiMichele leading the way for Bensalem as we are tied up here at 34. Again, if you want to support some Falcon students and athletes, make sure to subscribe to the Pennsbury Athletic YouTube channel where we live stream all the teams. Follow us on all social medias. Pennsbury Athletics, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram. Ava Jordan back in the game for the Falcons. She checks it in. And Alyssa Thomas trying to pick up the tempo. 1-2-2 now for Bensalem. Thomas, Burns, mid-range, won't go. Pinheiro with the Windex, puts it up and gets fouled.
Pinheiro's been dominant on the glass.
Foul on number 23, Ariana Jenkins, her first, team's first. Emily Pinheiro to the line, shooting 2.
2 from the line for Pinheiro. The first one doesn't go. Had the chance to put the Falcons up by 2. Now just by 1 with 5 minutes left in this fourth quarter. Pinheiro's second is good. Nothing but net. And a big free throw by Emily Pinheiro. Here's McShane getting picked up by Burns. Out to Jenkins. Jenkins passes it to DiMichele over the head of Jordan. Now cross court to McShane. Is tipped by Ava Jordan. And bodies flying all over the place, and a foul on the Falcons. It'll go. Or it was on Bensalem, excuse me. On Grace McShane.
Team second.
Second foul of the quarter for Bensalem, and a turnover on the offensive foul. Pinheiro getting swarmed, picks up her dribble, and a foul called on Bensalem, a push
Fouls on number 23,
by
Ariana
Jenkins.
Getting in foul trouble early.
3 fouls here in the fourth quarter with 4:30 left to go. Burns finds a lane, puts up the layup, and hits. Big basket from Maggie Burns. And a turnover. Ava Jordan off McShane, makes her fall, No foul, nothing called. Jordan missed the layup, and now a foul is called.
Fouls on number 23, Ariana Jenkins. First, second, team's fourth.
Foul was on Jenkins. It's the fourth for Bensalem. And here is Burns. Out to Pinero. Doesn't take the open look. Jordan doesn't snap. And she will go to the line, shooting two. Sent McShane to the ground, drove, and got the foul. Fifth on Bensalem.
14, Devin Bell. Her second, team's fifth. Ava Jordan to the line, shooting two.
Jordan's first doesn't go.
As you said, Evan, this early foul trouble from the Owls could come back to bite them.
Second shot hits. Pennsbury shooting 50% from the free throw line in this quarter. And now early foul trouble for Bensalem. Falcons will be sent to the line. Every foul committed by Bensalem. Bell in the corner, gives it to McShane, back to Bell. DeMichelle, three ball from Bell, doesn't go, rebound, Jenkins, she puts it up and puts it in. Big putback basket for Jenkins and the Owls, and a timeout called by Pennsbury.
Timeout, Bensalem.
Or Bensalem, excuse me, it's a full timeout. Bensalem refusing to go away.
Boys basketball team will be in action here at the Nest Thursday night.
2-point game here.
5:30 JV.
Not much time left here in the fourth quarter. Bensalem refusing to go away. What can Pennsbury do here in this late frame to try and pull it away and come out victorious tonight?
Well, they can expect that full court press. They got to be able to beat it and keep the ball in their possession. You know, hopefully kind of start to take their time and draw some clock out.
I think that, like I said earlier, getting out of the full court press with just speed. Getting out of there is the only way to get out of there is with speed, and they've been slow to get up. So get past half court, then slow it down, and run an offense. But right now, it seems like they can't get past half court.
Full court press from Bensalem. Pennsbury is able to beat it.
With speed.
Yeah, one pass, two pass, three pass, just like that. Here's Jordan. Over to Hawes. Hawes to Pinero. Looking to make something happen here in this offensive possession. She picks up her dribble, looking for somebody. Tight defense by Bell, and the 5-second violation called on Emily Pinero.
5 seconds, Bensalem ball.
Here's Jenkins with it, driving out to Bell. Had a look, but Jenkins with an open look. Won't go. Rebound, fighting for it down low. It's a jump ball. Arrow to the Falcons.
Jump ball goes to the Falcons.
2-point game, 2:15 left to go. Pinero Over to Jordan. They're able to beat it with speed once again. Maybe Evan doesn't know what he's talking about.
Maybe.
Burns. And DeMichelle was able to get in there, forced the jump.
Ball goes to Bensalem.
A quick jump ball call.
Very early jump.
And that seemed really
Interesting call.
well. Ball's over now to the Owls with less than 2 minutes to go. And Jordan got a hand on it. And there's a
Jump ball goes
correctly
to the
timed
Falcons.
jump ball call that'll go to the Falcons.
Pennsbury defensively switched to 3-2 and worked out for them to start.
Yeah, ball doesn't lie right there.
No, it does not.
David Jordan looking for an inbound. He's able to find Maggie Burns. Burns gets around Bell. Out to Thomas. Back to Sammy Hawes. Hawes with 8 tonight. Out to Thomas. And foul called on Bensalem.
Fouls on number 23, Ariana Jenkins, her third.
Jenkins' third foul, and it's a 6th team foul for Bensalem. So Pennsbury will go to the line. First free throw is missed.
Alyssa Thomas at the line.
Thomas with 7 tonight. And she'll stay with 7, misses both, and rebound from the Owls. 1:18 to go. Here's a pull-up long 3 from McShane. Don't mind if I do.
That's how you get out of the zone.
Bensalem now with the lead with a minute left to go. Pennsbury has to make something quick. They find an open Jordan. Less than a minute to go. Jordan out to Burns. Maggie Burns beating a defender. Puts up a layup. Too much. Rebound around, and it's rebounded by the Owls. 45 seconds to go. Feed down low. A nice pass while falling. Up to DeMichelle, doesn't go. Rebound, a big rebound by Emily Pinero. 30 seconds. Alyssa Thomas brings it up. And a foul.
It's a big foul. 2 shots for her, 27 seconds left, down by 1. Could be
Fouls
costly.
on number 2, Talia DeMichelle.
Alyssa Thomas just missed both of her free
Alyssa
throws.
Thomas to the line.
She'll get a shot at redemption right here. At 7 points on the night. Make it 8. Pennsbury ties it at 39. Now to take the lead. Can't. Rebounded by DeMichelle. And a timeout called by
Timeout,
Bensalem. Their second of the quarter. And
Full
with
timeout.
22 seconds left. We're coming in for a landing here at the Falcons' Nest. You've gotten hot hands from DeMichelle. McShane just hit a huge 3. Who are you looking to be the one for Bensalem to bring this ball up and try and make a shot happen?
I'd say DeMichelle. She's been a trusty ball handler all night.
I'd have to agree. I mean, McShane's shots been falling, but DeMichelle, as you said, she hit 30 against Council Rock North. It's hard to imagine she won't get the ball here.
DeMichelle with 5 points tonight, or excuse me, 7 points tonight. She's been held pretty quiet by the Falcons points-wise. Still setting up a lot of plays for the Owls, making things happen. And give a lot of credit to this Pennsbury defense.
If I'm Pennsbury here, I'm not going back to the 3-2 zone, which they just were in. It's been easy for Bensalem to get shots off out of it, so back to a man defense. could be the move.
Well, we'll see. Coach Ciola just pulled them back over after the timeout, so we'll see what they go with. Pennsbury line up Emily Pinero, Maggie Burns, Ava Jordan, Alyssa Thomas, and Sammy Hawes. Here's McShane with it. Grace McShane looking to bring it up court. She does. McShane loses her dribble, regains it. 2 Falcons come over, and a timeout called by Bensalem.
Pennsbury sending a runner. The opposite side of the court defender runs over and comes with the help defense.
Yeah, forced a timeout called. Sammy Hawes coming out. (39-39) your score. And we'll thank quickly our sponsors once again tonight who make Pennsbury Athletics happen with their continued support. Chick-fil-A on Oxford Valley Road, Jammer Doors, Jones Engineering Associates, Lower Bucks Hospital, Manor Care Health Services of Yardley, PA, My Smile Orthodontist, Newtown Dentistry for Kids, Retro Fitness, and the ShopRite of Yardley. The Falcons will back at action Friday night at Neshaminy. Make sure you go out and support the Falcons. Just right down the street. For Bucks County's best rivalry, the boys will be here on Thursday night against Neshaminy. They hit a little back-to-back with the best rivalry in Bucks County. All right, here we go, 39-all. McShane brings it up, 12 seconds left, she's fouled. Alyssa Thomas. Clock is stopped with 11.4. Just the first foul of the quarter for the Falcons. They have tons to waste. And we're under 10. McShane, another foul.
Fouls on Alyssa Thomas, her third.
Thomas again, it's her third now. Falcons foul again.
Fouls on number 25, Ava Jordan.
Jordan fouled. 4.9 to go. Inbound to Bell. Bell, Jenkins looking for DeShane. At the buzzer, it's off the top of the backboard.
At the end of the fourth quarter,
And we're going to overtime
Pennsbury,
here from the Falcons' Nest.
Pennsbury taking advantage of the fouls to give, wasting time for Bensalem and unable to get a good shot off.
We'll be back right after this with regulation points for both teams. You're listening to the Pennsbury Athletics Network. Back from the Falcons' Nest. We're tied up at 39. Ava Jordan leading all scorers with 13 points tonight. Alyssa Thomas and Sammy Halls both with 8 for the Falcons. Jordan Bell leads Bensalem with 9 points. Jenkins has 8 as well, with D. Mitchell at 7. And we're ready for tip-off here in overtime. There's a little kid behind us leading a Let's Go Falcons chant. Well, if nothing else is going to hype you up for overtime, that definitely will. That'll help you out. All right, here's the tip. Jordan and Jenkins. And the Falcons win it. Burns quickly. Hawes to Jordan. It's a 4-minute overtime period. Thomas to Jordan. Driving in traffic. And it's off a Bensalem hand and out of bounds.
Unable to draw the foul, but still the Falcons in possession.
Falcons swinging the ball around. Jordan out on the Pennsbury P. Hawes on the wing. Back to Thomas towards the top of the key. Back out to Hawes. Pinero out to Hawes. Hawes hasn't scored since the first half. Out to Jordan. Jordan, 3. Won't go. Rebound, Bensalem. And a foul called on Ava Jordan.
Fouls on number 25, Ava Jordan. 25th team scored.
Ava Jordan fouling out tonight, her 5th foul. And Kira Socha, the freshman, will sub in. So that's a big loss for the Falcons. Their leading scorer now out for overtime. Jenkins down low to Bell. Out to DiMichele. McShane trying to get around the Falcons. DiMichele finds an open. Jenkins for 3. Extends her points up now to 11. First Bensalem in double digits, giving them the lead. Hawes, Thomas, 3 ball away, and it rolls in and out. Fighting for the rebound of the Falcons, and there's a foul on the floor.
Fouls on number 14, Devin Bell, her 3rd.
So Pinero will now get 2 at the line. Pinero, 1 for 2 from the line tonight. She makes her first one. Looking to make this a 1-point game here in overtime. Is able to do just that. 42-41 the score. 2 minutes and 15 seconds to go. DiMichele, Jenkins. Back to DiMichele. Alyssa Thomas on her. McShane. Tightly guarded by Burns. She's able to get around her. Picks up her dribble. And it's back out to reset. DiMichele. Thomas continuing tight defense. Bell. Great defense here by the Falcons, not letting anything happen, and it's taken away by Hawes. Now there's a fight for it on the ground. Whistle blown. And it's a timeout. It was a timeout called by Bensalem. Bensalem didn't have possession. And a technical just called on Coach Ciola. So Bensalem gets their timeout, even though they didn't have possession. It was a loose ball. Ciola upset and gets a technical for it.
Timeout, Bensalem. That's a full timeout.
Yeah, debatable there by officiating.
Definitely questionable.
And that's where we'll keep it. Questionable. So Bensalem gets their timeout, their first timeout called of the overtime period. Falcons will also be able to talk it over. Coach Ciola gets, it was either a bench warning, I think it was a bench warning foul. Or it was a technical, I think it was a bench warning foul because he won't go right to the technical without the bench warning foul. If I had $1 for every time Coach Ciola got a bench warning foul, I would have a couple dollars. I'll say that.
Never heard of a bench warning foul.
McShane. Thomas Honor. McShane driving. Kicks out to Bell. Falcons wanted a walk.
This is a long Bensalem possession.
Go back before the whole timeout debacle. Here's a play. It was McShane driving, getting fouled. I was focused on Maggie Burns right in front of us. She completely removed Michelle out of the play, had her backed out right in front of us with the play down near the basket. And McShane will go to the line now off the Pennsbury foul and shoot 2. First one goes. Two-point game. McShane looks to make it. A 2-pointer. And also looking to get herself into double digits. 9 points on the night. And looks like a wet spot. Yeah, so a wet spot on the floor. Had to do some cleaning.
Looks like it.
Some maintenance.
Beneficial for both teams, able to talk it over.
Still another one at the line for McShane.
Chance to make it a 3-point ball game with 54 left.
And she can't. Rebound by Emily Pinero. 2-point game, 47 seconds left in overtime. An awkward handoff to Maggie Burns. Pennsbury looking for a foul, didn't get it. The foul called on Bensalem. DiMichelle. And now Socha will get 2 big shots from the free throw line. She hits the first one. Her first point of the night makes it a 1-point game, and she looks to tie it up. And now we got I'm not sure what's going on with anything at this point tonight. But Socha will get another free throw. And she'll tie it up.
Clutch free throws from Socha.
Timeout, Pennsbury.
The freshman, Kira Socha, out of Charles Bame, with 2 ginormous free throws.
Full timeout.
To tie us up. A full timeout taken by the Falcons. And once again, we're going to thank our sponsors because they're just so awesome. Making the Pennsbury Athletic Department go. Chick-fil-A on Oxford Valley Road, Jammer Doors, Jones Engineering Associates, Lower Bucks Hospital, Manor Care Health Services of Yardley, PA, My Smile, Orthodontist, Newtown Dentistry for Kids, Retro Fitness, ShopRite of Yardley, and the U.S. Navy. All right, tie game here, 43-43. Full timeout here for the Falcons. What are we thinking for both teams out of this timeout, guys?
Well, it's crunch time to say the least.
I'm thinking, if I'm Bensalem, the full court press for Pennsbury hasn't been working well for them defensively, so I would try to speed things up. And it looks like they are going with the full court press.
Yeah,
So-
Falcons full court pressing here with 34 seconds left in overtime. And it's a pretty good full court press. McShane able to get by it though, and it's a double dribble. Big time mistake there by Grace McShane, and Pennsbury gets the ball with 25 seconds to go, tied at 43.
Some of the Falcons, I'm holding for the last shot here.
Inbound back to Alyssa Thomas. Falcons looking to get that final shot maybe to win this game. 18 seconds to go. Alyssa Thomas, the freshman, out to Socha. And a timeout called by Coach Ciola.
Take full timeout.
Buckle your seatbelt, folks. We're coming in for a landing. Here at the Falcons' Nest, 43-43, less than 20 to go. And the Falcons will look to close us out here in their final home game of the calendar year in 2024. It's a good one here on the Pennsbury Athletics Network. And to keep tuning in to Falcon Sports, make sure to subscribe to the channel, like while you're at it,
Let's hear it for our Pennsbury cheerleaders.
and follow on all social medias, Pennsbury Athletics on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter. As we are ready to go out of the timeout. If you're the Falcons, who do you want the ball in? Whose hands do you want the ball in with 10 seconds left in this game?
Sammy Hawes and Alyssa Thomas.
Totally agree.
Socha will inbound. She'll give it to Maggie Burns. 10 seconds. Burns driving, putting it up, puts it in! Maggie Burns with 5 seconds. Here comes DeMichelle. No time left on the clock. She can't hit it. And Maggie Burns with the winner for the Falcons.
Bensalem 43. Maggie Burns with the game winner.
The senior Maggie Burns comes through for the Falcons.
Tonight's game. Happy holidays and drive safe.
And the Falcons come out
A shout out to
victorious,
Valentine's
45-43, the final. Ice in Maggie Burns' veins here tonight at the Falcons' Nest. What a big shot, guys, to end that one from Maggie Burns.
Some turmoil into the game there. Things looked like they weren't going well, but Maggie Burns, game winner.
Maggie Burns, the senior, has her moment. A big-time win. And she'll lead the team into the locker room off win number 4 of the season. A big win against a good Bensalem Owls team. They're going to compete for an SOL title. And Pennsbury just took them down with a huge shot from Maggie Burns. That's going to do it for us tonight here from the Falcons Nest. Your final score, Pennsbury Falcons 45, the Bensalem Owls 43. Maggie Burns with the game winner. Ben Goldstein signing off alongside Evan Hartenstein and Will Curtin. Happy New Year, happy holidays. Thank you for watching.